Good morning, everyone. my feet are rubbing a young light. It's like the Boots episode from SpongeBob. Okay, so, my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. I would say that my low is... Yesterday was just really hot. Like, when I was watching my nephews yesterday, which was part of my high, like, I was just dying. Like, I needed water. Okay, like that's what I need. I needed water, and I needed it like 10 minutes ago. That's how hot it was. But again, the fact that I was with my nephews was wonderful. We got to go to the park and play for a little bit. It was wonderful. It was great. My act of kindness was obviously helping my mom watch my nephews. I mean, again, my mom was watching a set of twins. It's kind of hard for her to do it by herself. Even if she had a little reprieve for however long I was there, that's enough. But I also helped carry out the garbage that they had, because today is garbage day where my folks live. So, here's the thing. I did the recyclables. The way that my parents' garage works is the garbage can is like right next to the garage door. You know, the one that opens like that. But my father parks like right next to the garbage can, and it's pretty narrow for him to do that unless he backs out, which is what he wound up having to do. And here's the thing. Technically, it would just be the garbage. Yeah, I mean, my father just got this new truck. He's had it for, I'd say, probably a good almost a year now. But he doesn't want anything bad to happen to it. And even if it is just like a plastic garbage container, you know, just barely touching it, you know, he gets freaked out. And I guess I could see why. I mean, we all have our share of things that we don't want touched or ruined. I can't tell you how many times my heart broke whenever I would get like a new Nintendo DS and I would lose the stylus. That was sad. Okay, enough about that. So, again, my act of kindness was helping my parents carry out the garbage and watching my nephews. That was both my high and my act of kindness. So, yeah, sorry I'm a little late. I stayed at my folks' place far too late because we're all watching America's Got Talent last night. And there was some really good acts. Some really good acts. A few good singers. Like, there was one from, I think, Texas who was really good. Who, I swear, this one girl, the way she sang was like a combination of Stevie Nicks and Janis Joplin. She was really good. I think her name was like Christina or something. But anyway, like, again, all these acts on YouTube, you can look them up. But again, this girl sounded like a combination of Stevie Nicks and Janis Joplin. She was really good. There was one guy who wrote his like own original song playing on the piano called Disengage. That was really good. Who else? There was this one guy who could do impersonations, who actually talked about the process of how to sound like, you know, different celebrities like Jim Carrey and Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson, like all those guys. And as somebody who was a fan of voiceover, of course something like that's right up my alley. I thought that was really cool. In fact, some of the best, some of the most beloved cartoon characters of all time really were no more than just impersonations of famous people or celebrities. The best example I can think of, the Brain from Pinky and the Brain. That was Maurice LaMarche doing his impression of Orson Welles. You know, that's one obvious example, and probably the most famous example that I can think of. Let's see, who else? I mean, I know technically Bugs Bunny isn't based on any celebrities, but I know that was Mel Blanc doing a combination Brooklyn Bronx accent way back when. Seriously, I'm a voiceover fan. It's what I do, right? Okay, so other acts I saw last night. Oh, you know what that reminds me? I forgot to do the opening intro. Good morning and happy hump day, everybody. Okay, so let's see. Actually, one particular act that definitely caught my eye were these set of twins who actually do hockey-related tricks. Where think it was like a combination of like hockey and hacky sack, where like they use a hockey stick and sort of hacky sack the hockey puck in the air for as long as you can while doing all sorts of tricks while the puck is in the air. It was really, really cool. And honestly, that interested me because a couple of my cousins grew up playing hockey in Wellesley, Massachusetts. But remember, I also went to Trinity Pawling. And during the wintertime, like, hockey was the sport of choice. I mean, I did wrestling and that had a lot of respect. Basketball, of course, is going to get much love. But at Trinity Pawling, hockey was king. So, if any of my brothers from Trinity Pawling saw this, they'd be like, okay, that was really cool. There was one act. One act that legit terrified a lot of people in a good way was this one guy, right? Who takes these incredibly sharp swords. Wow, that tongue twister is actually kind of hard to say. These very, very sharp swords, okay? And he was placing them like you would a set of stairs or a set of steps on a ladder. And in his bare feet, he walks up those steps. Basically, he's putting his entire foot and, by extension, body weight on the blade itself. And everyone is like freaking out. And here's the thing, stuff like that doesn't normally get to me, but as I was watching it, I couldn't help sort of tense up all the muscles in my feet. Like, you know, when like you're tensing up all your muscles, you know, like your toes clench. So like that's what I was feeling. That actually got me. I was pleasantly surprised. And for those of you who think I'm kidding, these swords were incredibly sharp. Like the guy literally demonstrated by taking a sword, taking like a sheet of paper and like just cutting up the sheet of paper like it was nothing. It was unbelievable. And now we gotta get to the golden buzzer, which, I mean, they did a good job like promote. There's actually a thing about AGT I really love. Because when they have an episode where someone's going to ring the golden buzzer, they do a great job of trying to hide the fact of who won the golden buzzer. They show who's going to press it. In this case, it was Sophia's turn to press the golden buzzer. But no one knows until it happens who wins, who actually gets on to go to the live show because they rang the golden buzzer. And it turned out it was this really popular Lebanese group of dancers called Mayas. Now, before I continue, I really do have to, bring up a very deep and, a deep issue that needs to be talked about. Actually, before I talk about this act, there's one more act, I swear. There's this one guy from Germany who was really, really good, and he was a good dancer. Okay, now we get to the Mayas. Oh, by the way, the German dancer was a real big fan of Heidi Klum, so that was good. Anyway, the Mayas were like a group of Lebanese female dancers, or female Lebanese dancers, and if you don't know their situation, this is why a lot of things in America are taken for granted. Because in Lebanon, women don't have much say in anything. You know, the fact that they're even able to, you know, dance, like the fact that this group of women was able to dance at all is actually kind of astounding. It really is. But they put it together, and what they did is they all get in like one straight line. Like, in my straight line, I mean like me and like they'd all be behind me, right? And they'd do all sorts of like things like this and stuff like that, like all these like hypnotic sort of like dance moves and whatever. And I'm just mesmerized, like, wait, did I just go somewhere? That's how crazy it was. And I'll never forget how Sophia put it when she said, right before she rang the golden buzzer, she's like, I want to follow this journey. Like, I personally want to follow where these ladies go. Because this is the 4th episode right now. Because Terry Crews rang it for the saxophone player. Simon did it for, I know Simon and Howie did it. And then there's Sophia. So Heidi's the last one to go. Like every golden buzzer that we've seen has been absolutely phenomenal. Like, they've been awe-inspiring, moving, captivating. Honestly, a lot of these acts have done that to some degree, whether they get the golden buzzer or not. But I guess the golden buzzers are the ones that are like the most special. And I can't talk about the Mayas without first talking about Simon Cowell's golden buzzer from a year ago. Because that contestant, while she didn't really make it to the finale, she just recently died. But one of the most lasting messages that she had while she was on America's Got Talent was, don't wait until your life is almost over to seize an opportunity. Okay, I don't think it was exactly those words, but but something akin to that. The point is, you know, life really is short. You know, you gotta seize whatever opportunity that you can. And that's what Maya's, this group of female Lebanese dancers did. Like, they knew that, okay, because of our culture, you know, we don't get much of an opportunity like this. So unless we seize this moment, it may never happen. Even if they didn't win the golden buzzer, like, Maya's being on America's Got Talent was going to be life-changing for him. Absolutely. And now, it's not only life-changing, but they have a big demand on their shoulders. Because when you get the golden buzzer, you essentially go to the finals, or to the live shows. And what makes it so worrisome is, because their first performance is already hypnotic as all get out. How are you ever going to top this? Well, I guess you have to keep waiting to find out. I mean, it's only the 4th episode of America's Got Talent. We still have, like, the entirety of the rest of the summer until it's over. Actually, when does America's Got Talent end this year? Because I know, like, from the beginning of this season till, like, 7 or 8 episodes in, we have nothing but auditions. And then we have, like, the live shows. Or like, sort of like the semifinals. And then we have, like, the finals. which I swear sometimes they don't really show the acts enough. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. There's like thousands of people who try for AGT every year. You know, that's not really gonna, I mean, you're not really gonna be able to see everybody. Honestly, that's kind of why I personally, for one thing, as much as I love America's Got Talent, I would never see myself on that show. Because I don't really have much of a talent to speak of. I have talents, but more of a jack of all trades type thing. There's nothing I really specialize in that's, unique or special in that regard. But, it's fun. It's still fun to watch this. But let's say I actually did get America's Got Talent. I'd be willing to bet that nobody would see me. Like, oh, I don't think I'm going to do that. And there I go, completely ruining the message earlier about, don't wait till it's almost over to seize the opportunity. Don't worry. That's not going to happen. Although it does actually kind of remind me of something. Because admittedly, and you hear this all the time, if you want to get anywhere in life, you got to go over and, walk up to a bunch of doors and face rejection. And I get that. And my mom has told me that I don't know how many times in my life. And it gets worrisome for me. But I don't have the heart to tell her that technically doing these videos is exactly what that is. The only difference is I'm not really going outside and, walking from door to door. Because, right after this video is uploaded, it's going to get uploaded to the internet. There's going to be lots of opportunities for people to see not just this video, but all 1,634 videos that I've done so far. Yes, I've been paying attention. It's day 1634. Wow. 1,634 days. Unbelievable, right? Anyway, with that said, this is a good episode of America's Got Talent. I can't wait for next week. And again, this is going to go on the entire summer. So honestly, unless something happens, I think you're very used to me doing this every Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Which reminds me, I hope you all like this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Comment if you want. I am very humbled to do this video for all you guys watching your fam. I am hopeful we have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Got that right now. And remember, if you guys want to talk channels, we're here to let you know. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.